we'll see if this is a password, but it's got Elliott cutting to the middle, couldn't get a shot off. Hardy picks it up. The Huskies out of the zone, centering pass over to Giswold. Giswold backhands over to Oliver. Oliver up to Hardy. Hardy around one guy, over the center line, into the zone. Hardy taking the wide, got Giswold trailing. Hardy gets taken down into the boards. He's still laying there. Giswold up top of the puck. Not sure what's going on with the internet connection tonight. I just got kicked off for some reason. We're back live. It's going to be a spotty touch and go night, I think. Matthew up the middle. Quick shot off the goalie's stick, up and out of play. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be about 13 videos this keeps happening. Robert out with Elliott, Marcelo Wells. Puck out to the top to Hubbard. Hubbard throws it back in the corner. And then that Robert gets there first. Tries tipping it up the boards. Shut down by the Huskies forward. Huskies out of the zone. Robert, good back check. Good step by, who's that, Oliver. They stick Marcelo Wells at the boards of the Huskies. D-to-D pass. Over the red line. And they dump it deep in the rail zone. Oliver backhands it up the boards. Huskies back to the top, and back in the corner it goes. Oliver without a stick, goes for the soccer-style kick up to Elliott. Can't get there in time. Huskies throw a soft one on net. Lee puts it in the corner. Robert behind the net, trying to backhand it out. Robert tips it up to Marcelo Wells, who backhands it all the way down the ice. Took a weird bounce, not going to be an icing call. Huskies behind their own net. Hardy in quick, breaking it up. Giswold tried to help out, tripped over the circle, wiped out. In there also to help out. There's about 6 guys in there fighting over that biscuit right now. Huskies are behind the net. Yost to pick it up. Yost cuts across the middle. Yost breaking towards the net, throws a shot from the red line. Huskies goalie puts a glove on it. Hardy always centering Yost and Giswold. Hubbard and Matthew at D. Back to Giswold at the top. Everyone tying up. Giswold across the middle. Giswold on the far side. Fires one. Misses the net. Hardy picks up the rebound on the far side, or near side I should say. Yost working down low. Tries centering pass. Knocked off his stick. Back out top to Matthew. Matthew shot towards the net. Great tip by Giswold. Knocked just wide of the net. Nice low hard shot. Good tip. Good scoring chance. Huskies back on the boards. Hubbard there to knock it back in. Good tie-up by Hardy. Huskies up the boards. Yost picks the pocket of the Huskies player. Throws it wide to Matthew. Matthew shot towards the net off of the defenseman's shin pad. Into the corner it goes. Hardy picks it up behind the net. Tries centering pass. Hits the net. Husky pick up the missed pass. Huskies fired up the boards. Touched by Hubbard. Not going to be an icing call. All the way down it goes. Matthew picks it up behind his own net. Matthew fires it up to the red line to Yost. Yost tips it in the zone, goes for a line change. Hardy and Giswold trying to put a forecheck on. Huskies up the boards. Matthew tips it back in. Hardy, nice back check. Fires one out the blocker of the Huskies. Goalies into the corner. Huskies trying to clear. Elliott knocks it down. Elliott towards the net. Fires another one just over the net. Go for his second one of the night. A little too high. Hardy on the boards. Working his way out of trouble around 3 guys. Puck ends up out to the middle of the Huskies. Good step by Matthew. I'm not sure if it knocked it out. Huskies back in. Oliver in the corner. Rings it around to Oliver to Elliott. Excuse me. Elliott tried tipping it out. Huskies hold it in. And it goes right back out. Giswold gets tripped up. Robert across the middle. Picks up at center ice, fires it in, and goes in for a forecheck. Huskies ring around the boards. I think everyone was changing. No defensemen at the blue line. Hubbard centering pass. Gets tipped into the Husky zone. Rodberg and Marcelo Wells chasing it down. Marcelo Wells takes the body. Rodberg picked it up. Lost it quick. Off the boards around Hubbard. Oliver steps over, picks it up. Hubbard rink wide to Elliott. Elliott over the blue line, pumps the brakes. Centering pass, oh, just in front of Marcelo Wells. Couldn't connect, good play. Rodberg picks it up right in the top of the circles, puts it towards the net. Knocked down by the Huskies, and they're going back towards the rail zone. Center ice, Marcelo Wells picked up a missed pass. Soft touch into the zone, no ice is going to be called. They go for a line change, Huskies back the other way. Good step by Yost. Hubbard picks up a missed pass over to Giswald. Giswald backhands it deep into the Husky zone. Yost flying in, going for a big hip check. Showed that one a little too early. Over to Hubbard. Hubbard, quick shot. Blocker saved by the Huskies into the corner. Hardy leaves it out to the top for Matthew. Matthew puts it back in the corner. The Huskies knock it down out to the neutral zone for Giswald. Giswald throws a shoulder right in the neutral zone. And Hubbard picks up the loose puck to Hardy. Hardy gets the puck knocked off his stick back behind the rails net to Yost. Yost rink wide to Giswald, can't hold on to it. The Huskies back the other way, 1-on-4. Matthew out to Yost. Yost backhand in front of the net in the danger zone to Giswald, who leaves it for Hardy. Oh, that was scary. Hardy in the zone gets tied up and hauled down. Hardy still on his knees in the corner, gets the puck back on his stick. Giswald and Hardy are both tied up in the corner. And the Huskies walk away with that one. Huskies trying to clear. Giswald pumps it back, shallow in the zone. Huskies flip it out to Oliver. Waited his half second, got back in the zone. Oliver hauled down. That would be the first penalty of the game on the Huskies. First power play of the day goes to the rails. Huskies probably going to the box for holding or tripping. Probably a couple options there. Maybe interference. They're going to call it tripping. That Husky player was tripping for 2 minutes. Rails in the power play. Yost out with Rodberg and Oliver. Hardy and Giswald at the top. Oliver back to Hardy at the top, over to Giswald. Giswald back to Hardy. Tries centering pass to Yost. Hits the skate of the Huskies, goes all the way back in the rail zone. Giswald pumps the brakes, spinorama. Centering pass to Oliver on the tape on the blue line. Oliver going towards the net. Knocked out the puck. Oliver the hand pass. Huskies touch it first. No whistle. Hardy puts it back in the corner. Huskies fired all the way down. That'll be an icing call. Minute 25 left in the power play for the Rails. Hardy taking the face off, putting Yost on top. Gotta win this draw. We gotta capitalize on this one here, boys. Face off one to Yost. Yost across the middle. Yost fires one out the blocker. Big save by the Huskies goalie. Yost picks up the rebound at the top. Fires another one. Tipped down by Rodberg. Into the net. Oh! Rails go up 2-0. Look at that one. Yost across the middle, fires one up the blocker. Comes all the way back out top to Yost. Yost fires another one. Rodberg knocks it out of the air. Tips it in for a 2-0 lead. Yost, Rodberg from Yost. I think so. It's goalie blocker, back out to Yost, and he shot. Rails up 2-0. Oh, and the Huskies up and out of play. That puck was garbage. They want a new one. Rodberg out, centering Marcelo Wells and Elliott. Looks like we got Matthew and Hubbard at the point. Rodberg over to Marcelo Wells, back to the top to Hubbard. Puts it back down low for Marcelo Wells, who gets tied up. Hubbard's shot towards the net, stick saved by the Huskies goalie, puts a glove on it. Good attack by the Rails. Huh? Ooh! Ooh! Puck in the corner for the Huskies. Robert there tips it up to Hubbard. Right past him out to the neutral zone for Matthew. Matthew off the boards to Elliott. Elliott slaps it in the zone. Marcelo Wells in quick for the forecheck. Good job by Marcelo Wells behind the net, tying up Robert behind the net. Takes down his guy. Puck bounces in the corner. Elliott puts a body, shutting down the breakout, and the Huskies break it out. Into the zone for the Rails, the Huskies go. Into the corner, Matthew, good angle. Hardy picks up the loose puck to Matthew. Right over the hand of Elliott. The Huskies shoot that one wide of the net. Oh, the loose puck, no one going after it. Marcelo Wells tried tipping it up to Elliott. That's going to be an icy. That probably should have been waved off. It is what it is. Hardy out centering Giswald and Yost. Oliver and Matthew at D. 3D tonight. What's wrong? Huh? Huskies back in the door. Matthew tips it up. Huskies there to hold it in. Throw it back behind the Rails net. Pass Oliver to Yost. Yost rink wide, centering pass to Giswald. Giswald has one to beat. Giswald gets around him, gets tied up, shot on net. Nice save by the Huskies goalie. Yost picks up the loose change. Tries to fire one, fans out to Giswald. Giswald between the legs, shoots one just wide of the net. Hardy and Yost shutting down the breakout out to Oliver. Oh, Oliver go for a one-timer. Hardy knocks it away. Back to the top for Hardy, puts it in the corner. Yost chasing it down. Yost gets there first. Yost backhand up top to Oliver. Rink wide to Matthew. Tries a one-timer, hits the heel of his stick. Couldn't get a lot of wood on that one. Back up top to Matthew. Just trickles out of the zone. 7 seconds left. Should probably end this period. Matthew back of the puck. Dumps it back in. And they blow the whistle. That should probably do it for the first period. I don't think they're going to do a face-off for that one. There's 1 second left. Did you check it? Is this live or not? All right, hopefully this feed is looking better than before. Start of the second period, Hardy out with Giswald and Yost. It is 17 minutes. I gotta adjust this. Sorry, guys. Into the rail zone for Oliver. Oliver off the glass. Huskies glove it down. Shot towards Lee. Right in front. Tipped by the Huskies. Big save by Lee. Holy smokes, that was a nice save. All right, clock is adjusted. Huskies come out firing in the second period. Quick shot, quick opportunity. Lee shuts it down. Huskies win the draw. Shot towards the net. Lee with a kick save. Running around to Giswald. Giswald centering pass to Yost. Hits his stick. Floats into the Huskies zone. Yost with a good forecheck. Picks up the loose change. Yost across the middle. Puts it towards the net. Tipped just wide of the net. Hardy into the corner. Hardy walking out to the middle, shot towards the net, stick saved by the Huskies goalie. Giswald there to pick it up. Giswald behind the net, D are wide open to Yost. Gets a shot off, puts it just wide of the net. Hubbard steps in, back into the corner for Hardy to Hubbard, wide of the net. Oliver up top, sidesteps one player, gets knocked off the puck and off his feet. Hardy picks it up. Over to Hubbard. Hubbard's got room, fires one right into the glove of the Huskies goalie. Who? Hubbard?
All of them.
Yeah.
That was our first shot on net.
Rodberg out, centering Elliott and Marcelo Wells. Hubbard and Matthew at the point. Rodberg over to Marcelo Wells, clean draw. Puck behind the Huskies net. Backhanded up the boards. Elliott shuts it down and Hubbard. Huskies backhanded out to the neutral zone for Matthew. Leaves it for Rodberg. Hubbard tips it up to Elliott. Elliott gets control of it. Dumps it deep into the Huskies zone. Around the boards, Rodberg is tossed into the boards. Marcelo Wells centering pass. Only Husky players there to pick it up. Matthew steps. Huskies knocking around. Rodberg back checking. Huskies dump into the rail zone. Huskies behind the rails net. Out in the corner for Elliott. Elliott backhands it out. Huskies hold it in. Still sitting right by the blue line rails. Couldn't clear it. Back into the corner it goes. Huskies moving the puck around. Elliott tried to whack it out. Right close to the blue line again, and the Huskies hold it in. Marcelo Wells finally flips it out into the neutral zone, where Elliott's trying to track it down. Elliott trying to dump it in deep, ends up on Oliver's stick in the neutral zone. Sends it over to Matthew out of his reach. Matthew goes behind his own net. Just kidding, pass in front to Oliver, knocked down by the Huskies. Robert leaves it for Yost. Yost into the zone, tries toe drag and knocked off his stick into the corner. Yost back with the puck, centering pass to Oliver. Oliver fires one. Glove saved by the Huskies. Oliver, I think he was trying to take the goalie's head off. Huskies goalie gloves it down before it hits him in the face. That was a reaction save. Great pass out to the top. Hardy out with Giswald and Yost. Oliver and Matthew at top. Hardy over the boards to Oliver. Huskies get there, knock it out of the zone. Matthew chasing it down. Matthew by himself, two Huskies chasing him, fires it into the neutral zone. Back on Oliver's stick in the neutral zone, up to Yost. Yost centering pass to Giswald, out of his reach, leaves it for Hardy. Husky player picks it up. Yeah, Hardy with a good battle, gets control of it again. But the Huskies win it over, dump it deep into the rail zone. Yost up the boards, Huskies hold it in, shot deflected into the near corner. Matthew gets tied up, Huskies try centering pass, Hardy intercepts. Hardy flying out of the zone, takes it wide. He's got Yost on the far side, Giswald in the front, tries centering pass, knocked down by the Huskies. Centering pass to Matthew. Oh, they're gonna call it offsides right on the blue line. That was close. That was inches. That was close. Good luck. Oh, I thought he held that one in. Rodberg back out. Marcelo Wells and Elliott. Hubbard and Oliver at the Huskies. Win the draw, back, flip it out to neutral zone. Ends up an Elliott stick in the zone briefly. Huskies fired out of the zone. That's going to be an icing call, folks. Sold out crowd here tonight. The Lees are here. Wells. Who else we got here? Elliott. Yost. Good crowd tonight. Loud. Barely hear myself think here. Oh, top to Hubbard. Hubbard puts it back behind the net. Elliott picks it up. Tries backing out to the top. Knocked down by the Huskies. Robert trying to hold it in. Huskies clear the zone. Robert neutral zone. Backhands it over to Marcelo Wells. On the red line, dumps it in deep. Elliott in for a forecheck. Huskies ringing around the boards. Good tie-up by Marcelo Wells. Huskies into the neutral zone, over the red line, into the rail zone. Oliver takes him wide, knocks the puck off his stick. Huskies still with the puck behind the net. Backhanded out by the rails. Right on net, no icing call. Huskies up the middle, tipped onto Hubbard's stick, who backhands it into his own zone. Lee out of the net, wide open. Oliver knocks down a wicked hard shot. Just kidding, it was just going slow. Hardy cuts a couple players in the middle, going 1 out of 4 into the zone. Ends up on Yost's stick at the top. Yost around a player. Yost still trying to dangle, gives it over to Hardy. Hardy centering pass to Giswald. Couldn't get a stick on it, puts it up top to Matthew. Matthew fires one towards the net. Tipped, knocked down, and jumped on by the Huskies goalie. Good scoring opportunity there by the Rails. This crowd is electric, just dancing to all the songs. It's amazing. Hardy out with Giswald and Yost. Matthew and Hubbard at the top. Hardy over to Matthew, fires one just wide of the net. Yost picks up the rebound in the corner, tries cutting back to the middle, knocked off his stick. Up top to Giswald. Giswald around one player at the top. Backhands it, puts it in the corner for Yost. Yost gets tied up behind the net, trying to give it over to Hardy. Puts it up the boards to Matthew. Matthew tips it down to Hardy. Hardy off the boards to Yost. Back to Matthew at the top, trying to bang it in low. Yost picks it up, across the middle, over to Hardy on the backhand. Couldn't hold on to it. Hardy and Yost creating chaos in the corner behind the net when they shift. Kicked out to the middle. Oh, the Huskies come down 3-on-2 across the blue line. Good back check by Oliver. Off the glass, bouncing puck. Hardy picks it up, coming down 2-on-1 with Giswald flying wide. Hardy across the middle. Oh, big glove save by the Huskies goalie. Didn't catch it, but knocked it out of the way. That thing was going in. Nice shot. Matthew knocks out the point. To Elliott, fires one just wide of the net. Up top to Oliver. Oliver back down to Giswald in the boards. Giswald towards the net, hits the outside of the net. Puck still free. Huskies tip it up, bounces over Oliver's stick. Matthew back to pick it up in the neutral zone. Matthew off the boards to Robert. Robert backhands it into the Husky zone. On net, Husky goalie puts a glove on it. WD-40 those wheels. Got a live game going on here. Yeah, jeez. Sounds like a creepy horror movie. Robert out with Elliott and Marcelo Wells. Hubbard and Oliver at the top. Huskies with the puck. Robert tied up in the boards. Robert still trying to get it deep. Huskies tip it out of the zone to Oliver. Oliver leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard was skating backwards too fast. Huskies dump it in for Elliott in the corner, rings it around. Over to Marcelo Wells, leaves it. Huskies dump it back in the corner. Elliott in the corner. How about Rodberg? Backhands it out of the zone, up the middle. Huskies player pick it up. Rink wide. Oliver back with the puck. Puts it back in the neutral zone. Huskies back in the rail zone to Oliver. Rink wide to Marcelo Wells. To Oliver, or to Elliott. Tips it in the zone. Huskies behind their own net, ringing around. Centering pass. Intercepted by Hardy. Hardy still with the puck. Fires one. Kick saved by the goalie. Finally puts a glove on it. Oh, that was a great scoring opportunity there by the Rails. Somehow ended up on a Hardy stick. Fires one. Big kick saved by the Huskies goalie. Hardy out centering Giswald and Yost. Matthew and Hubbard at the puck into the corner. Tied up by Matthew to Yost to Hardy behind the net. Hardy to Giswald out front, just missed. He was wide open. Tied up last second. Huskies back into the neutral zone. Good hit by Hubbard. Out to the neutral zone for Hardy. Hardy into the zone. Hardy cutting to the middle, gets hauled down. Giswald puts a shot. Blocker saved by the Huskies goalie. Yost tries to put it back deeper behind the net. Huskies knock it down. They're back the other way and put it deep into the rail zone. Lee handles that one into the corner with ease. Tipped it to the Huskies point. Shot towards the net, knocked down. Hardy picks up the shot. Oh, tried hitting Yost, breaking, bounces over his stick. Ends up on net. Huskies goalie cover it for a whistle. Rod? What? What? Brooke, what? What happened? Rodberg behind the net, centering pass, knocked down by the Huskies D, and they're back out in the neutral zone. Huskies fire one, hits the tip of Lee's glove. He tries centering pass, knocked down by, what was that, Rodberg? Up to Elliott, out of the zone, into the skates of the Huskies defenseman. Marcelo Wells tries going up the boards. Big tie-up on the boards. Huskies back to their D. Rink-wide pass, center ice. Oh, we got a penalty coming on. It's going to be an interference call on Marcelo Wells. Goes to the box for 2 minutes for interference. Huskies trying out their first power play of the day. Starting out the penalty kill, looks like we have Rodberg and Elliott. It's Hubbard and Oliver at D. Puck out to Elliott, backhands it out of the zone, forcing the Huskies to regroup. Huskies rink-wide pass into the zone. Nice step by Hubbard onto Elliott's stick, who flips it back out of the zone. Huskies over the red line, rink-wide pass. Huskies back in the rail zone. See how the Rails do shutting down this power play. Up to the top of the Huskies, back to the boards. Huskies behind the net. Oliver with a nice stick. Up the boards, soft. Huskies D slams it back in around. See if Elliott can get there. Elliott gets a stick on it. Huskies back out to the middle. Hubbard stepped up, tipped it out to the top for the Huskies. Huskies shot, kick saved by Lee. Huskies pick up the rebound. Huskies back out top. Rodberg shut down an advancement. The Huskies pick it back up. They're in the zone. They leave it for the D up top. Kicks it, leaves it in. Back to the boards for the Huskies. Huskies D to D. Throw it back behind the net. We got 34 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Rails. Huskies try to hit their point. Can't hold it in. Out to the neutral zone. Rodberg battling. Rodberg is tied up. Still in the Huskies zone. Rodber going for a line change. Hardy jumps on. Huskies over the red line into the rails zone. Takes it wide. Trying to cut to the middle. Good tie up by, who is that? Hubbard. Over to Hardy. Hardy the puck in the corner. Flicks it out to the middle to Elliott. Huskies pick it up. Jeez, that was weird. 3 seconds left. Up the boards. Huskies can't hold it in. Rails at full strength. Good penalty kill by the Rails. Shot by the Huskies wide of the net. Yost picks up out to Hardy, who tips it out to Giswold. Knocked away just before he could pick it up. Huskies pick it up and dump it deep into the Rails zone. Oliver behind his own net. Tried hitting Yost. A little too far in front of him. Yost still battling for the puck. Throws a rink-wide backhand pass. Giswold can't get there in time. The Huskies put it back behind the Rails net. Hubbard slap shots it around the board. Huskies hold it in, back to Hubbard. Hubbard's just trying to fire one, I think. Get it out of the zone, finally clears it. Huskies pick it up, cut across the neutral zone. Just inside, puck bouncing. Oliver picks up a bouncing puck, clears the zone. Huskies neutral zone, fire right back in. Over to Yost. Yost looking, centering pass to Hardy. Hardy out of the zone, beat one player, coming in 2-on-1 with Giswold. Hardy pumps the brakes, puts a shot towards the net, hits the defender's skate for the Huskies, goes wide. Huskies, nice breakout. Over the red line, onto the stick of Oliver. Oliver tips it up to Hardy, too far in front of him. Couldn't hold on to it. Huskies back into the rail zone. Matthew takes his guy in the boards. Oliver picks up the loose puck. Oliver rink wide. No one there. Good job clearing the zone. Huskies try to throw out the boards. Hardy there to intercept. Hardy shallow in the zone. Rink wide pass to Giswold. Giswold cuts across the middle. Back to Hardy on the near side. Couldn't hold on to it though. Puck back behind the net. Up the boards to Giswold again. Giswold, Hardy, and Yost all on the same boards. Out to Giswold in the front. Trying to toe drag. Puck knocked off his stick. Fired out to Matthew, who holds it in. Puts it back in the corner. Hardy behind the net. Muscles through a check. Throws a rink wide to Matthew at the top. Matthew fires one. Hits Giswold in the back. Trickles towards the net. And the goalie for the Huskies puts a glove on it. Woo! I've had to pee since like the 17-minute mark of the second period. Right here, right down the back. Rodberg back out with Marcelo Wells and Elliott. Hubbard and Matthew at the point. Rodberg wins it over to Marcelo Wells to Hubbard. Hubbard shot towards the net. Big juicy rebound, no one there to slam it in. Puck is tipped out to the top of the circles. Huskies pick it up. Caught Hubbard turning around. Hubbard gets back into play. Good. Oh man! Hubbard just got face slammed into the ground. Bodies flying everywhere. Huskies with the puck. Back on the top. Elliott got a tip on it. Clears the zone. Get on them quick, boys. They got to regroup. Elliott knocks it down out of midair. Elliott into the zone. Knocked off his stick by the Huskies defenseman. Up the boards of Rodberg, who tries to put it back in the corner. Fanned on it. Huskies tip it out of the zone. Hubbard with a nice step. Marcelo Wells tries throwing it back up. And the Huskies fire right back in the rail zone. Matthew, rink wide to Marcelo Wells. Slurring pass to Elliott in the air. Couldn't knock it out. Huskies tries centering pass. Marcelo Wells almost intercept, but regains control. Dumps it deep back in the Huskies zone. Rodberg and Elliott in the corner mixing it up. Huskies tip it out to Oliver. One-time slap shot. Big kick saved by the Huskies goalie. Back out to Hubbard. Puts one towards the net. Tipped by Elliott. Huskies fired out. Knocked down by Elliott in the neutral zone. Over to Oliver. Oliver up the boards to Hardy. Tips it up to no one. Into the Huskies zone it goes. Huskies up the boards. Back into the rails zone. Blocker saved by Lee. Matthew pumps the brakes. Matthew backhands up to Yost off of his skate. Centering pass to Hardy, couldn't hold on to it. Yost picks it back up into the zone. Shot on net, and the goalie for the Huskies stick save into the corner. Hardy and Yost into the corner. Huskies trying to tip it out. Yost somehow gets control of it. Slap shot from the top, glove down by the Huskies goalie. Woo! A lot of action. I think the Rails are spending more time this game in the offensive zone than the defensive zone, putting on good forechecks, moving their feet pretty well tonight. Hardy out, centering Yost and Giswold. Matthew and Oliver at D. Huskies doing that one to the boards. Oliver trying to hold it in. Gets by Oliver. Huskies back the other way. Huskies cut to the middle. Matthew, good job sticking with this guy. Cut to the middle, stayed with him. Huskies in the corner. Hardy picks his pocket. Hardy behind his own net, tries to clear, knocked down by the Huskies forward. Oliver back behind his own net to Matthew. Oh my gosh, Matthew had Hardy way on the other blue line, didn't see him. Hard to see those sometimes. Giswold into the zone, fires one off a blocker, big rebound! And who's there? But the play of the month from Waste Management, Drew Yost picking up the garbage goal. Cleaning up the garbage in front of the net. That's how you get play of the month at Waste Management. Nice hard shot on net by Giswold. Puck just sitting there. Yost, the tap in, puts the Rails up 3-0. Robert back out. Rails puts it back out front. No Rails anywhere. Huskies fired all the way down. Stop it. That's going to do it for the second period. Rails go off for intermission, up 3-0. See you in 15 minutes. Welcome back to live hockey. No shots on the board, but Rails are up 3-0, start of the third period. Someone doesn't have a scoreboard set up right, so we'll do that now, so give me a second. Alright, here we go, sorry. Yost into the zone, backhands over to Giswold, right behind him, couldn't hold on to it. Hubbard puts it back in. Huskies tip it out of the zone to Giswold. Giswold backhands it over to Matthew off the boards. Gets out of the zone briefly. Huskies had it. Yost in the neutral zone. Too much stuff happening in the neutral zone. Hardy picks it up, goes in for a breakaway. Oh my gosh! He was going for a breakaway, gets hauled down. There's going to be a penalty. Hardy says, I don't want a penalty. Oh yeah, arm went up. Arm went up. And goal. A lot of chaos happening in the zone. Hardy picks up some loose change, comes in, gets hauled down, and he elbowed the goal in the face. Hardy's going to the box for 15 minutes. Just kidding, he just got a goal. Rails go up 4-0. Great way to start the third period. Hard work goal by Hardy. He smashed that goalie. Rodberg out with Elliott, Marcelo Wells. Huh? Well, he came in and gave him a... Matthew out the boards to Rodberg, tried tipping it up, shut down by the Huskies. Huskies into the zone, shot towards Lee, just wide of the net. Puck out to the middle, Huskies can't get a stick on. Marcelo Wells has it. Has Oliver and Rodberg breaking. Behind Rodberg up to Elliott. I keep saying that, Oliver. Elliott backhands it deep in the zone. Rodberg behind the net with the puck. Puts it up the boards, knocked down by the Huskies. Elliott trying to put it back deep in the zone. Marcelo Wells puts it back in the corner. Rodberg in. Oh, goes for a check, eats crap, and goes right into the boards. He's not feeling good right now. Huskies out to the side. Centering pass for the Huskies over the red line, coming in 2-on-2. Good step by Oliver. Huskies with the puck behind the net, tries centering pass, knocked down by the Rails. Shot, deflected over the net into the corner. Rodberg gets knocked out the puck, centering pass. Marcelo Wells there, tips it out of the zone. Should be soft enough, but it's not. That's going to be an icing call on the Rails. Huh? Yeah, Hardy did. It was awesome. Hardy out with Yost and Giswold. We got Hubbard and Oliver, I think, at D. Huskies back up to the top. Oh, hit the shin pad of Yost right onto the defenseman of the Huskies on the point and holds it in. Hardy picks up the loose puck. Giswold chasing it down. Leaves it in the corner for Yost. Shot towards the net, deflected up and over into the corner. Hardy rings it around the far near corner to Yost. Yost loses it. Huskies back to the way in the neutral zone. Coming out 1-on-4. Beats everybody. Gets wide. Kick saved by Lee. Oh, that was a nice save. And Giswold back the other way into the zone. Tries a toe drag, stopped by the defenseman of the Huskies. Giswold rings it around behind the net. Hubbard down low, throwing some bodies around. Huskies go up the border around Hardy. Out to the neutral zone, dumping it in deep. Oliver behind his own net. One Husky player chased him down, sidesteps him. Up the boards to Elliott. To Hardy, backhands it off the glass and the ref's head. Huskies back into the rail zone. Oliver trying to get it out, tips it up to Giswold, who tips it up to Elliott. Elliott over the blue line, up to Giswold, backhand, hits the outside of the net. Elliott tries going up top, hits Giswold. Giswold sidesteps one player. To the front, off of his shin pad, goes wide into the corner. Oliver holds it in deep. Huskies pick it up into the corner. Throw it out top to Matthew. towards the net, kick save. Huskies centering pass out of the zone. They wiped out on it. I'm not sure what. Elliott with the puck. Leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard tries centering pass, fans on it. Elliott goes off the boards. Yeah, a stick of a Huskies player who puts it in deep in the rail zone. Matthew got some room to skate. Matthew over the red line, into the zone, tries to shot off the shin pad of the Huskies defenseman into the corner for Marcelo Wells. Robert looking, backhands it up to Elliott, who backhands it up to Matthew. One-timer, just a bit wide. Hubbard doing a great job battling on the boards, holding that one in, puts it in deep in the corner. Marcelo Wells knocked off his skates, not anywhere near the puck. Huskies back behind the net. Again, 2 times. Then up the glass. Elliott knocks it down to Rodberg. So, Huskies going to the box for... What's a T? What's that? He got 2?
Well, he's getting an unsportsmanlike right here.
Yeah.
And then Jackson gave the puck out.
So the same kid for the Huskies got 2 penalties. He's going in the box for 4 minutes.
46-33. Second half. That's a low scoring.
I believe it's 4-minute penalty. Sounds like the ref called 2 on that one. A T is a personal, I think. In basketball, it'd be a technical, but in hockey, not sure what it means. What does the T mean again?
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsports. Isn't that a 5?
Not necessarily. It can be a 2, a 10, a 5.
Oh. I got 2 refs sitting here, and they tell me it's only a 2-minute penalty.
Well, it can be. It can be any one. Oh,
Anyways, so this power play looks like we have Yost centering Rodberg and Oliver. Giswald and Hardy at the point. Ref's still at the table. Like I said, I believe it's a double minor for the Huskies player. So Neil, if they score in the first 2 minutes, is there still another one after?
So if they score at like 3 minutes and 5 seconds, it starts at 2. It'll drop down.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got a 5. 2 and a 5.
Or they're doing 5 because they can't.
Shouldn't there be 2 guys in the box then?
Well, he said they can't really do 4,
So a guy and a 5, it looks like.
I thought what they did is they're doing just the 5 and let him out with a minute left because he said they can't do 4 on the board.
Oh yeah. Not really sure what's going on. Anyways, there's a 2 and a 5 on the board. Same player in the box. Yost fires one off the block of the Huskies goalie. Oliver tips it up to Yost. Yost goes top to Giswald. Giswald puts one towards the net. Blocker save. Back to Giswald. Oh yeah. To Rodberg on the boards. Rodberg looking. Rodberg leaves it for Giswald. Giswald spins around a player, cuts to the middle. Giswald over to Hardy. Hardy rink wide to Rodberg. Gets knocked down by the Huskies player. Dumps it out softly. Giswald has 1 player on the way. Giswald cuts the middle, fires one. Oh, I think that was deflected and goes 5-hole. So now we're going to figure out if this kid gets out of the box or what goes on. Giswald sidesteps 1 player over the red line, ran across the blue line, decides to throw a piss missile towards the net, buries it, puts the rails up 5-0. So we got Yost out centering, Hubbard and Elliott, Matthew and Marcelo Wells at D.
Put 2 minutes on the board now for a second.
Now, so there's 2 2-minute minors. We scored in the first 2 minutes. Rails are up for another 2-minute power play. So there's 2 minors assessed for a Huskies player. Marcelo Wells gets it, dumps it in the zone. Huskies behind the net, off the boards to Marcelo Wells up top. Puts it back in the corner. Elliott chasing it down with Hubbard. Elliott over to Yost. Yost fires on the goal line. I think he hit the goalie's shoulder back into the corner. Marcelo Wells knocked that one down right outside the blue line. Tried a rink wide pass to Matthew. Out of his reach. Matthew behind his own net. Up to Elliott. Elliott leads it for Yost. Yost going for a skate. Over the red line into the Husky zone. Lose control right at the blue line. Marcelo Wells picks it up. Quick snapshot into the glove of the Huskies goalie. Minute 10 left in the power play for the Rails. Into the corner for the Huskies. Slap shot. Bounces over the stick of Marcelo Wells. That's going to be an icing call for the Huskies. Huskies win it. Slap shot out of the corner, knocked down by Marcelo Wells. Over to Matthew, back to Marcelo Wells in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Matthew picks it up, puts it deep in the Husky zone. Two guys on it. Hubbard in the corner. Hubbard put on the net to Elliott. Up top to Marcelo Wells. Back to Elliott on the boards. Up to Marcelo Wells. Rink wide to Matthew. Matthew's got some room. Shot on net. Glove down by the Huskies goalie. Minute, just kidding, 29 seconds left in the power play for the Rails. Rodberg out with Marcelo Wells and Elliott. Hubbard and Matthew at the point. Huskies win the draw off the boards. Matthew holds it with his skate. Shot towards the net. Kicked by his own player. Oh!
What?
Nothing. He's got to buy into it.
What? They're all freaking out.
Rodberg over to Matthew. Matthew shot towards the net. Glove down by the Huskies goal. I couldn't even push the stop or start button fast enough. Over Marcel Wells to the top to Matthew. Marcel Wells on the boards. Knocked off his stick out into the neutral zone for Matthew to pick up. Matthew rink wide to Elliott. Elliott back to Matthew. Good puck movement. I like that. Marcelo Wells tips it to Matthew, knocking the puck to Rodberg. Rodberg cuts, tries to go towards the net. It's tossed into the corner. Elliott there. Huskies tipping up the boards. Matthew with a nice body. Both teams at full strength. Hubbard up to Matthew. Throws it rink wide. Roseau, game previous to ours tonight, beat Brainerd in overtime, 37-36. Winner of this game will play Roseau tomorrow. Loser will play Brainerd in the morning. High scoring game for Roseau and Brainerd. No goalies, they said, 6-on-6. Hardy out with Giswold and Yost. Over to Yost. Yost back to Oliver. Oliver rink wide to Hardy. Hardy over the red line, flicks one in the air, right past the net. Right past Yost. Good step by Hardy. Trying to break him up, play in the neutral zone. Huskies over the red line, dump it in. Oliver picks it up. Oliver by himself in the corner. He's got time. Oliver up to Hardy. Hardy rink wide to Giswold. Hits him with a skate. stops dead in his tracks right in the neutral zone. Puck back behind the rails net. Oliver getting tied up. Oh, Oliver's gonna go in the box, I think. Coincidental? I think Oliver for sure got one. It's coincidental minors. Huskies and Rails both go in the box. Yeah, he threw his stick back. That's gonna be a coincidental minor. Rails go down to 8 skaters. Again. 7:52. Both players will come out of the box at 5:52 after the first whistle. Rails are short on numbers right now. 5-on-5 hockey. Hardy wins it forward to Giswald. Giswald off the boards to Hardy. Hardy's got Yost breaking wide. Oh! Threw it across the crease or the slot just in front of Yost's stick. Couldn't connect on it. Great play. Huskies back in the rail zone. Huskies control the puck behind the net. Good tie up. Yeah, Hardy. Matthew goes up to Yost. Yost centering pass to Giswald. Giswald out of the zone. Has one player to beat. Huskies player played good D on that one. Huskies behind their own net. Hardy crashing in hard. Good step by Giswald. Huskies still control the puck. Into the zone, cut in the middle. Quick snapshot over the glove of Lee over the net. Hardy picks up a loose puck behind his own net. Flips out to the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Huskies gain control. Up the boards to Matthew. Matthew tries tipping it up. Huskies shut down the advancement. Back into the rails corner for Giswald. Giswald out his own net to Hardy. Hardy tries to go on the boards, knocked down by the Huskies player, throw it right back deep into the rail zone. Matthew up the boards to Yost. Yost clears it. Huskies D back to pick it up. And a quick little flick of the wrist, back out to the neutral zone. Good back check by Giswald. Soft shot on net. Lee controls it, leaves it for Matthew. Tips up to the Huskies defenseman. Big slap shot. Tipped up over the net. Back out to the point. Hardy gets a stick on it. Knocks it out. Giswald chasing it down with Elliott. In the middle. Couldn't get there in time. Huskies back on the boards. Rodberg holds it in. Elliott. Fake shot. Puts it over wide to Giswald. Giswald over to Matthew. Matthew shot towards the net. Rebound out front. No one there to get. Rodberg was there but got tied up. Nice low hard shot by Matthew. Huskies goalie holds on to it. What do you got going on right now? Jackson and Matthew, Yost and Rodberg at D. Looks like they're mixing it up a little bit. They did? So 2D up playing forward, 2 forwards back playing D. Puck out top to Yost. Yost fires one, knocked down by Hardy, just wide of the net. He didn't touch it though.
If he stops to play, then.
Oh, so that's gonna be a high stick on the rails, not penalty, just a face-off in the rail zone.
It is smart because if they touch it, then it raves it off and play. But if you go over him like that,
puck up top for the Huskies, in the corner for Rodberg. Puts up the corner for up the boards of Matthew / Hardy. Huskies trying to cut to the middle. Hardy picks up the loose puck. Hardy out of the zone, coming down 3-on-2. Matthew breaking wide. Hardy picks up the puck in the corner, backhands it into the corner for Matthew. Matthew up top to Rodberg. Rodberg throws a shot wide of the net. Hubbard behind the net to pick it up. Tries centering pass off the back of the net. Yost there to hold it in. Sidesteps one player. Yost back to the middle, fires one off the blocker of the goalie up into the upper netting for a whistle.